Hi everyone, in this video we will talk about the free cash flow for the company. The free cash flow, as the name says, is the disposable cash for the company or a part of the company, like their stockholders or their bondholders. More directly, we can say the free cash flow is the cash left over after the company pays for its operating expenses and capital expenditures, which talk about how efficient the company is generating cash, as well as whether the company is able to pay their expenditures by cash. For the free cash flow, we can talk about it separately with the free cash flow to the firm and the free cash flow to equity. The difference is, when we talk about to the firm, it is the cash available for both the stockholders and the bondholders. But for the free cash flow to equity, which means the cash available to all the stockholders, we can start with the free cash flow to the firm. Calculating the free cash flow to the firm, the free cash flow means the cash available after paying the capital expenditures as well as the operating expenses. We can start with the company's cash flow from operating activities. And if you feel confused about the cash flow of operating activities, you can check the link below to see the introduction of the cash flow statement. So now we have the cash flow from operating activities, which are all the cash inflows of our core business minus the operating expenses. And we also need to minus out the capital expenditures. And as we said, the free cash flow to the firm consists of the cash flows for the stockholders as well as the bondholders. So we should say the interest expense to the bondholders are also a part of the free cash for the bondholders. So we should add it back, which is the after-tax interest income for the bondholders. Of course, for the company is the interest expense. And we can rewrite the free cash flow to the firm by converting the CFO. Again, you can check the link below about the cash flow of operating activities. So it should be from net income plus all non-cash charges and minus the working capital. We can rewrite the free cash flow to the firm as net income plus non-cash charges minus the capital expenditures minus the working capital investment as well as the interest. Well, for the free cash flow to equity, it's sort of similar with the free cash flow to the firm. We can start with the CFO, the cash flow from operations. We also need to minus all the capital expenditures. What is different? The free cash flow to equity only talk about the cash flow for the stockholders, so we don't need to consider the interest, which are paid to the bondholders. But what we need to think about is the net borrowings. Well, you can think about it like the stockholders, like the company owners, they need to take the responsibility to manage all the investment from bonds. So this is the equation for free cash flow to equity. And we can also rewrite it by changing the cash flow from operations like this formula. So it is the net income plus non-cash charges minus the capital expenditures minus the working capital investment and plus net borrowings. Thank you for watching and hope it's helpful. Comment down below if you have any questions.